我跟你讲，背啦，你讲啥？
如果我讲中文，你会听得懂。
Back in 1999,
Why did you decide to stay in Kaohsiung?
I am a Taiwan now.
Things kind of like made you decide to stay here in Taiwan.
Hello, welcome to Taiwan. So she called me one day and said, "Oh, why don't you come to Taiwan?" Wow, good question.
嗨，大家好，我是欧亚丽。然后我们今天的影片算是比较特别的，因为我们今天也要从台北跑去到高雄呢。然后我在那边有一个加拿大的朋友，然后我们会请他分享一下他住在台湾的经验。因为他已经住在台湾真的非常久，他已经住在台湾好像超过20年了，所以我们等一下就是过去找他，然后请他分享一下。哦，对了，然后你们有没有发现我最近开的车是不一样的？这台车不是我自己买的，我也是希望可以买到这么好的车子。这台车子是用那个汽车订阅的，像在欧美蛮有名的 car subscription。后来我发现台湾原来也有这种的服务，就是像我常常会跑去那个比较远的地方，就很需要车子，因为我可能比较不喜欢搭客运的，或是搭高铁，因为我常常会需要带很多东西，真的很不方便了，就会需要带很多东西，很麻烦，而且这样真的很不自由，因为你到那边的时候还是需要搭那个计程车或是搭公车，我觉得真的很麻烦。而且我工作的时候也是常常需要开车，但是自己有车子有时候真的压力蛮大的，因为需要花很多钱，就是做保养的，然后也很多税需要付。像我之前有买二手的车子的时候，真的花了很多钱在修它的很多的问题。而且最麻烦的地方是我比较不敢开我自己的车，就是去比较远的地方，因为我怕我的车子在中间就会坏掉，然后就会非常麻烦呢。所以上次我的朋友他有介绍给我，就是 SeaLand 汽车订阅的服务。SeaLand 汽车订阅服务就是会让你很放松，既有车子，而且大家应该有听过格商租车，所以 SeaLand 它有跟格商租车合作，然后一起提供汽车订阅的服务。想要有车子，但是不想要有养车的压力，汽车订阅的服务真的我觉得很不错的选择。他们最短提供3个月的转期，而且6800元起就可以有车子可以开。对蛮多人讲买车不并好算，因为1年之中可能会有很多限制的时间。用体验就是可以在你需要车子的时间订车。我觉得这样就是比较有弹性，而且品牌也有很多了，像 Domestic Cars 或是一些 Luxury Brand 他们都有。所以SeaLand汽车订阅的服务真的很适合像我这种的人，就是常常需要车子的人。既有找车、海车都是在格商的营业所，所以他们的订店也都很多了，找车真的很方便。
But my name's Cole, and I'm from Canada, and I've lived in Taiwan on and off since 1999. What can I say? I am a Taiwan-ren now because I've been here for so many years. I'm excited to share a little bit about myself in this interview. And I love Taiwan very much, and I'm happy to share my adventures with you on my channel. So please subscribe to Cole Fogle, A Healthy Balance, if you want to check out more about what I'm up to. Now let's get to the interview.
Okay, so for the first question, like I want to ask you, like at the beginning, like how did you know about Taiwan?
Okay, so originally my sister, who is about 5 years older than me, came to Taiwan with her boyfriend from Canada. And I was in Canada and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my life. So she called me one day and said, "Oh, why don't you come to Taiwan?"
Oh, okay.
2 weeks later,
You've been here.
I bought an airplane ticket and hello, welcome to Taiwan.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it was pretty spontaneous, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and how long you been here? After?
Now I've been here from 1999. If you go over to my channel, you can kind of I get into detail about how I was Canada, Taiwan, Canada, back and forth.
And in total, like you've been here like how long?
Almost 20 years.
Almost. Kind of like what things kind of like made you decide to stay here in Taiwan?
Well, good question. I mean, it's just an easier place to live. I mean, at the time when I first came, it was a cheaper place to live. It seems that the economy is doing well here and everything's going up, but I think Canada is also going up. So in comparison to Canada, I think just the cost of living is better.
Okay.
And just, I don't know, I guess you just get kind of bored with where you're from and you want to have a new experience. So, I mean, Taiwan, I feel like every day is like a new
adventure, right?
Even after all these years, a new adventure.
Okay. And why did you decide to stay in Kaohsiung?
Good question. Well, originally I was in Taichung.
Oh, Taiwan, okay.
After I met my wife, we had our first child, and that was in 2010. And then after living 2 years in Taichung, we were like, we need grandma and grandpa.
Okay.
And they live in Kaohsiung.
Oh, okay.
So that was what got me originally to Kaohsiung. And then it's just, I think it's an amazing city. I mean, it's a big city. It's got mountains. It's got the more south you go, the more relaxed.
Okay. Also, you can go to Kenting like anytime you want.
Exactly,
Right?
closer to Pindong, Kending. Yeah.
I mean, like if you compare like Taipei and Kaohsiung, like what do you think like the main difference is?
Yeah, I always talk to Lucas about this, because he's a big Taipei Ren. I guess what would I say about like comparing it? I mean, I think it's like big city, even though this is also a big city.
Kaohsiung is also a big city. Yeah.
But it still has that small town feel to it.
Oh.
Like if you want to experience like Taipei, you go to like Zoying area of Kaohsiung, and that's where the shopping is and the restaurants. But then you go out of that main area, and then you've got more countryside, Meinong, Chisan.
I want to ask you, like back then, like in 1999, like how Taiwan was different, like from now.
Back in 1999, well, there were no. I mean, the obvious thing for the whole world, there were no smartphones.
Oh yeah.
So when you wanted to find your way around, you had to use a real map.
Yeah, I mean, like for you especially because you're a foreigner and in a different country, and I guess like you couldn't speak Chinese. Like how was your experiance back then?
I mean, my Chinese is still somewhat limited, but it was really limited back then. I got lost a lot, and then I would meet Taiwanese people, and they would kind of use their body language to point. Or they would get on their scooter and they would drive me to where I was trying to go, because that's, Taiwanese people are friendly that way. More people speak English now, I think, than when I first arrived.
So no people could speak English.
It was a very, if you can imagine going to a country where they don't speak your language, it was like that. It was just...
Okay. So it's, I guess like it was pretty like hard to like get around. I mean, like to
communication would have been the main thing. Communicating was the main challenge.
What do you think like major changes was like since that time like and until now, like
major changes? Okay, well there was no speed train.
Oh yeah.
So I remember seeing
how it was built,
how they were starting to build it and not knowing what it was, and going, what is this giant bridge that goes on forever? And now it's so convenient. When I met my wife, I was living in Taichung, and I had to take a bus to get here. And imagine when I first met her, if I could just get on the
train,
the speed train. So I would say speed train. I would say smartphones are two of the major changes. Taiwan's become more technological.
Okay.
And people speaking more English.
Okay.
Just the language is more convenient now. And
now I want to ask you about like Chinese language, because you've been here like for 20 years. So how is it so far?
很难，我觉得很难。I feel it's very difficult. I feel like language for me in general, coming from Canada, we're supposed to learn French. And I struggled with French. So Chinese was like, whoa. Because French is, I think, a little bit easier than Chinese.
So for example, if I speak Chinese to you, like, 如果我讲中文，你会听得懂 or like?
一点点。
Okay.
可以啊。
I mean, like if you go to the restaurants, like how are you gonna order the food or?
我可以 like 我要一个白饭，或我要买空前菜 or 绿菜 or like basic.
Okay.
I can food and drink, but if I'm speaking to like a grown up and trying to have like a deep conversation, 很难.
Okay. But like to your kids, like do you speak all in English, right?
So with my kids, I speak English, but my kids can speak, Chinese, English, and a little bit of Taiwanese.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, what are you guys talking about? It's kind of sad, like, what are my kids? Or they'll have like a little, private conversation with my wife, and I don't know what are they talking about. So
you guys like kind of like at home, like mostly you speak English, right? Like I guess.
So for me, I mostly speak English, and I throw a little bit of Chinese just to practice, but mostly English. My wife will speak English and Chinese to them.
Okay.
And then when my boys are playing with each other, I have two sons, they'll speak English and Chinese. They just kind of switch.
Mix, right?
Proper Chinese, proper English, and then some Taiwanese as well. So it's 我咖喱讲. Bela, bela, bela. You know, Li gong sa, ama, agong. You know.
But if people speak Taiwanese, you can catch some words, right? Or no?
No, and it's weird. People lately have been trying to teach me Taiwanese. Like, no, please, can you? I mean, I love Taiwanese, but can you teach me Chinese, please? Too many languages. Confused. 我觉得糊涂啊。
Like, do you have like any kind of like Taiwanese like favorite singers or like songs you like?
Yeah. So I guess Ame. Did you ever know? You won't know. Maybe you will. Landy. So Landy, I just had a major crush on her. She has like a tattoo of a cross here. She was just a good-looking singer, beautiful voice. So yeah, leave a comment. Do you know Landy? And then there was obviously Jay.
Okay.
And if we go way back, MC Hot Dog.
Oh yeah, I know MC Hot Dog. I know like 差不多先生 that song.
Oh, okay, there you go. And Mayday.
Mayday. Okay.
So I guess yeah, those singers.
Now I want to ask you like, what things do you like the most about Taiwan?
First thing that comes to mind, I don't know why, my friend Amadeus made a video about fruit. I was gonna say fruit.
Fruit, like...
Yeah, like just, I love the seasons here. Because in Canada, we only have one season, which is summertime, and a little bit of fall, where we get some fruit, and then most of it comes from other countries. But here, you know, you have mango season, papaya, guava, persimmon, starfruit. I mean, the list goes on and on. So the fruit, I guess I love, and obviously, the one that everyone is going to say, and I don't want to sound like everyone else, but it really is true, the people. You know, the people are so friendly to foreigners, like almost like I feel like too friendly. I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like, like 我觉得感恩. I feel very grateful for that. You know, it's when you go to other countries, I feel you don't get that loving, warm feeling. And just being able to go to a mountain and then to the ocean, and it's a small island, so you can do so many things in a short period of time. So I guess just the convenience of it. 7-Eleven on every corner. I'm kind of joking, but kind of serious at the same. It's very convenient.
Now, like, what things you don't like about Taiwan?
I mean, like I brought up, obviously, I don't think about it every day, but the school system, but I don't think the school system in Canada is particularly amazing either. I think my only challenge for my children, which is a challenge for me, is they get so much homework. And so I guess I would want to say to whoever controls the school systems, if anyone happens to watch this video, can you either cut the homework in half or just get rid of homework, because kids should study during the day and then they should have other interests in the evening. It shouldn't only be about school, because when you only focus on school, you're missing out on so many other areas of life. People dropping garbage, that's one of my biggest ones. Don't litter. And smoking a cigarette, and I'm being very serious right now, that is garbage too. So when you drop your cigarette on the ground, that doesn't biodegrade, so you're actually polluting the environment dropping the cigarette butt. So please either save it and wait for a garbage, or quit smoking. That might be good advice too. But, and I guess the other one would also be plastic straws. Let's stop using plastic straws. That's probably about it, I guess.
Okay. And like for the last question, let me ask you, like, if you have a chance, like, what would you change about Taiwan?
So, I mean, there's the obvious, as I was saying, about the litter and the education system. So I would put more garbages. You know, I'm someone who likes to meditate. So I would have a mindfulness class. I would have a teaching children how to grow food class. I would teach children how to make money. Since money, you know, as much as I don't think money is the most important thing, it's necessary. And we don't learn how to make money in school.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for today's video. Like,
that's
it. Thank you very much for your share.
It was very nice chatting with you, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, now let's say bye-bye together. Okay?
Oh, okay.
我们下次见。
再见。
拜拜。
再见。